Hi, let's talk about finishing your tin work, finishing the edges of your tin work. This was the tin that I did, the tin piece I did for the other video. I chose to use pieces of tin to go around the edges. It's cut about a 1/16 of an inch smaller than the edge of the wood so that when you pick it up, your hand doesn't come in contact with the tin. Also, I make sure that it goes around the corners. You don't want to have a bunch of pieces meeting up and making your corners come together like that, because it's a possibility that it could snag on something or you could get cut. I think this is just a great way to go. My first class, they didn't address how to finish the edges. So there's lots of danger here. I would never make a piece like this now, and it's just bad. But it was my first piece. Shortly after class, I came up with a way to make like a frame around your piece using tin that has a nice lip. Not all tins have this nice rolled lip, but a lot of them do. And it's another way to go. It's not my preferred way now. I do prefer the other, but it's another way to do it. Another way to go is to cut strips that go around the edge. It's a great use of using your scrap, and it goes all the way around, and then you nail it on this side too, so there's no danger of your hand coming in contact with sharp tin. You can also make a frame. This is a favored way to do it. It's very easy. It's also cut a 1/16 of an inch from the bottom so that your hand doesn't come in contact with the tin when you pick it up. There are other things to do. You can paint the edge if you want. You can leave it raw. You can, whatever you want. You could glue buttons on the side of it. It's whatever you want it to do, whatever you want it to be. So have a look at the video, and it'll tell you how to do it. Thanks. So let's get started. You can see I've got this almost completed. Nice smooth corners. Oops. This was a little awkward because I didn't want to hit the camera with the hammer. Oh, I got lucky. It looks like it's going to match up nicely. By not having them meet up, you only have one edge because the other edge is tucked under. Now, this is the piece that I used an earth magnet on to put the dog plate on. And what's kind of fun is that if you do it with magnets, you can change it around if you like. See, so the edge is done. Looks great. I'm going to take the dog plate off. And then I think I have, what is this? This is the Queen of Jubilee time or something. And so you can trade it out, which is kind of fun. It's like having a sofa with slip covers. You can change it for the season. Okay, well, if I was doing this for me, okay, there we go. I was going to say I'd make it a little easier. Okay, that's that piece. On to the next. Okay, so this is the one using the lip. And one of the problems I have with doing this is that I haven't found a way to make it so that there aren't sharp edges. When you cut a tin that has that rolled lip, it smushes it. Now maybe if you did it with a jeweler's saw, it wouldn't smush it and you could match it up beautifully so you didn't have that edge. I've tried snipping off that sharp corner, but it doesn't look right, and I haven't been able to make it work to my satisfaction. Also, because you've got that lip, it's a little harder to work with. It doesn't bend as easily, and in this case I got the hole in the wrong place and then I had to move it over. It's a good thing this isn't 3D. You'd think that hammer was coming for you. Yeah, it makes a nice little lip. This would be actually better in red. Be more interesting. But that's the way it goes. Okay. In another video, we'll talk about doing corner treatments as decorations. There's a really cool way to make a little pattern and do it on the corner. So it's hard to describe without showing it. I'll do that in a future video. It's a nice little treatment. Okay, so that's that. Moving on. Okay, now for some reason, I don't know what it is yet, the tin won't, it doesn't stay straight for me, and you'll see it as we go around the corner. It gets a bend in it. When that happens, you can just snip it off and then get another strip and keep going. And I'll show you what I mean. So this strip is approximately 1/4 of an inch larger than the strip of wood, the piece of wood. And that's the part that's going to bend over to make your frame. Again, trying to keep it about 1/16 of an inch from the edge. Have I said that enough? Now to do this one, it's going to be important to have really good sharp shears that you can get into the corner with. And you want to give it a good hammer so that you have a nice sharp corner in the way that it looks, not literally sharp. Now here's what I was talking about. Okay, so it looks like everything's going fine, and then you look at it and it's crooked, and that can be very frustrating. And you can try and straighten it out, but you're going to get a funny, it's not lying flat. So give it up, get your shears, snip it off, and then use another piece. Nothing to it. Okay, so with the sharp shears going just right in at the corner and making your cut all the way to the wood, and then bending one side down, and give it lots of hammering. And then taking your snips, you're going to cut that corner off. You can kind of see where you need to do it. I just eyeball it. Yeah. And then you fold that over, and voila! You have a nice frame for your piece. You can see how it shapes up the more you hammer it. It's very nice. Easy as squeezy. Okay, tinsters. That's how you make a frame. So I hope that answers your questions about finishing your work, the edges of your work. And if you have any questions, please write them in the comment section below and I'll be sure and answer them. Thanks for watching.